White Labs, an e-commerce marketing agency. Today's guest is Daniel. Daniel, feel free to introduce yourself and let our viewers know a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Daniel Luczak. I'm the president and CEO of DaLuca Straps. We started it in 2009. We're based out of San Diego, California, and we handcraft, I'd say, a lot of watch straps, but also, belts, wallets, men's accessories, things of that nature.
Awesome. What inspired you to create the brand?
It was really a hobby that turned into, a business. When I was still going through college, I was a DJ for about maybe 7.5 years total. And I was, still living at home. And then I loved watches ever since I was really young, and decided to take that collecting and collection of watches to the next level. And I saved up, bought a Panerai watch. Those were very, very hot, kind of in the, 2000s and whatnot.
Yeah.
Got my first Panerai. Was looking at the aftermarket watch straps, couldn't find the right one. So I decided to learn how to make my own, and that was really the starting point for DaLuca. And then from there, it just kind of organically grew. We grew a customer base that was very dedicated. They would come back to us, time and time again, and say, "Hey, I've gotten 4 or 5, 6 watches or watch straps, and why don't you make a belt? Why don't you make a wallet? Things of that nature." And it just really organically grew from there to what it is now. So it's been quite the journey. We just hit our 15-year anniversary recently as well.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, tell me more about all the products you offer. I mean, feel free to talk about going to the brand. Tell me everything you offer. More than that, share as much as you can.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. We offer, I'd say most people come to us for custom watch straps. So they'll have, whatever type of watch, Rolex, Omega, Breitling, IWC, Patek Philippe, Breguet, et cetera, Longa. And they'll want to change out the OEM strap for something different. Some people want to, put the original strap in a safe and never touch it. Other people just don't like the look or feel of the OEM strap. So they come to us. Sometimes the wrist might be really small, really large, and we have to help, accommodate their needs. So custom watch straps are really our bread and butter, kind of the forefront of what we really offer. We do have a lot of one-of-a-kind straps that are really unique as well. They'll be individually named, one-of-a-kind, completely handmade, hand-stitched. We do have a sewing machine, but it's literally has dust on it from almost never being used. So we're really, I'd say, a handmade, company through and through. And a lot of our straps, are made from really cool materials. We have some reclaimed leathers that would be, vintage military leathers, like ammunition pouches, really cool stuff. And the newest leathers are from the 1960s for the vintage stuff. So they really go down to, I think, even a few are late 1800s, early 1900s. I mean, it's fascinating stuff. We just saw a 1944, a 1917, some really cool years that are, you think about the world history at those times. It's pretty remarkable. So we'll reclaim those, make watch straps out of them. People will be, wearing pretty much a brand new watch strap reclaimed out of that leather on their beautiful watch. And hopefully they'll get, many, many years of good use out of it. We also do, some new leathers as well. We try to source from the Horween Tannery in Chicago. That's kind of our, I'd say, main, new leather source. So a lot of people like the Chrome Excel leathers. They like Shell Cordovan, just kind of different leathers, that are real popular with them, that will make, wallets, keychains, watch straps, things like that from those leathers. And then, we've kind of expanded to leather belts that we're making in-house. We have some exotic belts as well that are lizard, crocodile, and alligator. And lots of different colors that we just added to the new website that we just released as well to celebrate the 15-year anniversary. We're chugging along. We're pretty excited.
DaLucaStraps.com is the website. DaLucaStraps.com, right?
Exactly. Yeah. DaLucaStraps.com, and that's DALUCA straps.com. So hopefully that answers that question.
Who is your ideal target audience, or who's your target audience?
It could be almost anybody. I know it's who's 18 and up, but
lousy watch strap over here. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, and I forgot to mention we do offer watch straps for Apple Watches as well.
Awesome.
So it was something
I started peeking earlier. So yeah,
we fought it for a while. It was it was a tough one, but we decided to add Apple Watch straps to the mix. So our target audience is really it could be men or women. It could be really anybody. I'd say we end up getting mostly men, just because it's kind of a masculine, vibe, I think, to the website. But we do get some women as well. We also, I'd say, age wise, I mean, we've had some teenagers, but I'd say mostly, upper 20s and till
Makes
70s
sense.
ish. So it's really pretty diverse range, but it's mostly people with a little more, wealth or ability to purchase handmade leather good items that aren't usually $5 or $10, that kind of thing. So
100%. I totally get it. What makes you different? I mean, or I should say, better than your competitors?
yeah, we're definitely different. We hope the quality of the products you know speak quite a bit for us. I'd say really the difference was our one of a kind straps. That was really something that I think early on, um, we would find really unique, leather pieces and reclaim that leather. So I think making one of a kind, individually named handmade watch straps from those unique one-off leathers was really the DNA of how we started for predominantly Panerai. So it could be, there was like two different sizes for the widths that we started with initially, and then we kind of expanded from there, because they're bigger watches. So it was kind of, I think, 22 and 24 millimeters might have been what we started with, and then maybe we expanded to 26 millimeters. Now, we pretty much make 14 millimeters all the way up to 28 millimeters and beyond. So if anybody needs anything, then we pretty much can accommodate most of the sizes for whatever watch it is. The quality, we really try. We always kind of joke. It's like an in-house joke. You're going to get bored of the strap before it's going to wear out. So if you get a brown or a black strap, you might want a green or a red or a different shade of brown, or different material, that kind of thing. So it's that's one aspect. I'd say the customer service, we really try to be as hands on, especially myself, for taking care of the customers. I mean, we have customers that have been with us for over a decade, essentially, maybe even some from the beginning. They refer their friends, and then they come back time and time again. So I think that's the true testament of hopefully a good company, and how we're running it is seeing that repeat business and the referral business. We don't do too much advertising anymore. It's pretty much word of mouth, some very, very basic forums and things of that nature. We do also, sell on Amazon, so there's some advertising there. But it's a pretty simple company, and it's we keep it simple intentionally, and we try to really take care of whatever customers do come to us time and time again really well.
I know you want everyone to go to your website. Anything anywhere else besides Amazon that you
Um,
sell?
yeah, we have a couple boutiques, and we're trying to expand to some of the pre-owned watch stores, I would say. So if they're buying pre-owned watches and reselling them, we're gonna expand into that a little bit more. So you might see some of our straps out there, in the different stores. There's a store called Independence. It's in Chicago. They have really, really
Uh-huh.
cool stuff. So our straps are in there right now. Um, and then Amazon, Etsy, we do sell on Amazon Canada for the Canadian market. We were on Amazon.co.uk, so we kind of a little bit here and a little bit there, but I'd say predominantly our own website's the main place to go, and that's kind of where we'd like most of the business to try to stay if we could.
Of course. What are some, because most of our listeners are entrepreneurs like yourself and have e-commerce brands. What are some challenges that you faced in the past few years, and how are you able to overcome them?
Yeah, I mean, 2020 was an interesting time
Yeah.
period. 2021 for us, because it was we're not selling watches per se. We dabbled in pre-owned watches at one point. So there wasn't too many people getting together. There wasn't, really a reason to buy a new belt, a new wallet,
Yeah.
things like that. So it was definitely a challenging time. I think as we approached our 15-year anniversary, this year, we really wanted to create kind of a little bit of new, I guess, new image, kind of a brand new website. We also did quite a bit for any of the marketing that we do. Amazon as well. We really tried to um, make that look really, really good. So a lot more detail in the listings, images, things of that nature, to try to be prepared for when the wave of customers and orders kind of comes back a little bit more than the lower point of 2020 2021 for us.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I get it. Yeah.
so yeah,
What are your best-selling products?
I would say the custom watch straps are probably the most popular or most what's the right word, appreciated. But I'd say probably our actual best sellers would be the lower price point items, like the nylon straps. Those are just kind of, you know, the 30, $35, kind of in that range. So they
Yeah.
sell very, very often. Our leather single piece straps sell really well too. They're a little bit higher price point than the nylons, obviously, but they're all handmade, and um, you don't need tools to swap them on the different watches. So some people will get a multitude of those and bring them to the office, and not need any tools. They can just kind of slide them out, slide the new one in, change the color, change the look of their watch within
Yeah.
5 or 10 seconds. So I think a lot of people like like those two products especially.
Definitely. What you've mentioned a few things you've done to promote the brand. What are some like successful activities you've done to promote the brand?
I'd say I know we need to do more collaborations to. I think that would help us be a little more successful. So that's kind of on our radar. I think the website and having a really optimized checkout. We went to Shopify just to kind of keep things simple. I really like the Shop Pay,
Yeah.
so that's been successful.
Makes it easy. Yeah.
I think expanding to different markets is good. Opening up to Amazon Canada was pretty successful. We did a long time ago some Amazon Japan as well, and then we ship internationally every day. I think all those have been successful, and I think the expansion of our products in at physical locations as well. We want to expand, and I think that'll be even more successful than the few that we're in now.
Definitely. Any influencers?
Oh no, we haven't done too much with nothing with paying influencers or anything like that.
Yeah.
We've had a few organic, like football and sports athletes, kind of take our products and do a couple postings and things like that. But we're kind of low key. We get some pretty high end clients, but
Yeah, for
we
sure.
kind of keep it pretty down low, I would say.
That's totally fair. What is your future plan for yourself and the brand?
I think further expansion. I love what I do. So, I'd say more expansion. We do. We have some really, really cool products and projects in the pipeline as far as vintage leathers. So the one on the top of my head I can think of right now would be we're taking like vintage car leather interiors. So we're reclaiming those. We've been able to source some pretty unique ones, vintage Ferrari, vintage Porsches, and then also like a 1960s Maserati. So they'll be probably at the top of the price point, custom only.
Of course.
They'll be more like flagship products than anything. But I think people find great value in that, and the car community is pretty strong, especially here in Southern California. So they should be. We're hoping pretty popular.
Definitely. I'm in South Florida. I could see that in Miami. 100%.
Exactly.
Exactly. So any advice you could give to young entrepreneurs looking to start an e-commerce brand?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I'd say many people that have been to much higher levels than myself. So I think I have a different perspective than a lot. I started this with no real business plan, no loans, no, investors. It was really just a hobby that kind of organically grew into a business. So the thing I always think of and have thought of myself is starting as young as you possibly can. I mean, I had lemonade stands. I would buy yo-yo packs when yo-yos were very popular and resell those. I would just do lots of little things that I didn't really think of being entrepreneurial at the time. But as I've gotten older, it was an entrepreneur mentality from a very young age. So if you have that, I'd say try to tap into that, get connected, start a company, do whatever you can as soon as you can. A lot of people wait and wait and wait, and they're always waiting for the perfect moment. There will never be a perfect moment. So I say, start something now, learn from it, and try to get mentors, connections of people who've been past your level. And it's kind of cliche stuff, but
Of course, but
I
still,
think
it's great
it's
advice though.
yeah, I think that's probably what I'd recommend.
100%. Anything else that I haven't asked you that you want our listeners to know about yourself and DeLuca?
We love what we do. It's really passionate. People working behind the scenes. I'd say it's not easy being a small business owner, especially in
Of
Southern
course.
California nowadays, trying to make handmade leather goods and custom watch straps. Um, the support is always greatly appreciated, and just know that it's a lot of love and uh, passion behind each product. So when you get something from us, it's going to be pretty hopefully pretty high quality and unique and fun to own.
Definitely, Daniel. Well, I appreciate you coming on the White Pot and telling your story and talking about your product. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks so much, and I hope everyone can check out our website, DaLucaStraps.com. We'd really appreciate that.
Definitely. Thank you, Daniel.
Definitely.